Well, I figured out the problem that I was having with that one bird being overpecked no matter what I did. There's one here, there's one here. There's two we were just looking at down in here. For the most part, they seem to stay in the enclosure pretty well, even mostly unsupervised. But, and we got some water out here for them, but they don't seem to be partaking much. I don't know if I need to put a cover over it or something so they feel safer. But we'll figure that out in time. I did also retrim everyone's wings. It's just been too much. I was not able to also film that. But here's what I figured out. I have 4 roosters and 1 hen, and I finally figured that out because I thought I had 2 hens in the hutch over there and 3 roosters out here in the garden bed. And then I heard mating noises, and I went, hens don't usually do that to each other. And so, yeah, that narrowed it down a little bit. And instead of putting one instead of putting one rooster in my kitchen, which is a very loud existence for the kitchen, I'm going to put all 4 roosters out in the hutch and bring that 1 hen in to live in the brooder for the next week, and we'll just, pretty sure I know who the bullies are at this point, but at least the hen will be nice and safe and comfortable, and then we'll see if you have trouble, you little runt. I have one runt who is the sweetest bird. Not going to be very good for meat, but a bird's personality counts for something too. So over the next couple weeks, hopefully I'll be able to determine who is going to be my breeding stock, so that I can, hopefully she'll do well. But now she is the precious, because she's the only egg layer in the flock, which is much more upsetting than I thought it was going to be. But if Runty 1 stays Runty, Runty might be her mate most of the time. At least we may save 1 or 2 extra roosters, probably just 1 extra rooster, just to keep additional colors going. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. The Runty one's pretty nice to her, at least. This is the Runty one right here. Runty one's very nice to me as well. But we're not going to let anybody access to the hen right now, because the hen is in a had enough sort of phase, and I'm sure she'd like to start to lay eventually. So, yeah. Yeah. I got started on the backup hutch, as it were. I kind of look, they're pretty. I kind of misselected the angle, so please don't laugh too hard. Do you see how steep an angle that's at? Frankly, if it's just roosters and nobody's laying eggs in there, it doesn't matter. But the idea is that pole in the back won't be as high. I'm going to adjust it so that it's a gentler angle. And once it's not that high, then it'll be able to pivot on the center pole in the back, and I'll just be able to, do like a fan-shaped quail tractor pattern, either here or somewhere else. But this is the building spot. It had some shade. I managed to avoid massive sunburn so far today. I think I identified these as the invasive bittersweet seedlings. One more. And then I'm trying to figure out if one over there is going to be buckthorn, another invasive. But this is our native grape. Those are also quite dispersive. You can't call something invasive if it's native, but you can still be annoyed with it if it is too aggressive in its habit. And native grape is a good bit aggressive in its habit. It's okay. Look at how pretty. Look at everybody down there boating. It's freaking beautiful. So, yep, my little quail adventure isn't going quite as poorly now. I feel like I figured something major out today. The two roosters both have golden in their chest, but I thought the speckles in the one were the female speckles. They're not. They're just a different color variant with a little bit more white in the golden chest of the rooster. So I'll have to decide what I want to do next. But I feel less like, oh my god, these birds are going to kill each other at the moment, just for having figured that out. I hope you're having a lovely day. Please do feel free to like, share, subscribe, and whatever else you'd like to do. Maybe hit bells, etc. I will provide a link to the playlist for the quail and a recent escape video. And feel free to wander off and watch those as well if you feel like it. But otherwise, just thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you're having a good one. Thanks. Bye.